Hello. Join me if you feel to take a deep breath in and let it out slow. Deep, long breath, nourishing long breath in and out with a sigh. That feels so good right now. Hey, Lauren. I'm going to take one more long, deep breath. Feel free to join me. So welcome. This is day 21. Oh my God. Day 21. So anybody who gets to see this video later, I had a download during a healing session. I guess it's a few weeks ago now, to go live for 30 days in a row on social media. And so I've been going live every day, and today is day 21. And there have been a couple of days, including today, where I feel so tired right now that I was I'm not even considering going back on my word, but this is where I could feel really proud of myself for keeping my word to myself. So it's day 21, and it's been a very long day, a good day, satisfying day, but long. And I was just taking a few deep breaths and asking and just channeling what would be the highest and best to talk about. And what I got was just to share a personal update. So this one will probably be short and sweet. I know I've said that before and then they've gone longer, but I think this one's going to be pretty quick. But if you've been following my stories, you saw that I was sitting for this adorable dog, and now I'm back in my home space. And so I always get a little sad on the day that I leave, and so I fall in love pretty much every time, and this was no different. I think sometimes I fall very deeply in love. I fall in love every time, and then some of them just really tug at my heartstrings. So, but it was a good day. But on the transition day, there's packing involved and laundry involved and all of that stuff. And but for me, in order to stay balanced and to keep my intuitive channel open and healthy, it's important for me to be out in nature. So of course, while I'm watching a doggy companion, obviously I'm walking them 2 to 3 times a day. And then today I took an extra walk by myself to just really be just with nature. And then it started to rain, so I had some beautiful time with the rain. I love it. I just look up and I let the rain come down on me, and I know that cleanses our aura. I didn't always know that. I just knew it always felt good. So it was really nice. And here in Florida, the rain is not that cold. It's not like up north where rain is super cold. So it was super nice. And but yeah, so I've been feeling a little tired, and yeah, so I wanted to share, if you go back in my stories, I did share a practice that I did with myself today, where I incorporated journaling and somatics and breath. And so I have been processing something that is has been a little confusing for me, and so I've been really patient with myself as I visit it pretty much each day, as I connect with it to kind of unpeel what happened, what didn't happen, and I start to coach myself the way I would coach a client. And I ask myself, what's my part in it, and what part of my response is from like the younger part of me, and what part of my response is my current self, so that I could do my best to get clear. And of course, I'm lucky enough to have a couple of trusted people to talk with that do this kind of work, that are not going to play into the story of victim, right? Because when you share what's happening in your life, you can share it from the narrative that you're a victim, or you can share it from the narrative that I might play a part in this, and what are the lessons I can learn, and how can I grow? I choose the latter. And I've noticed in the past when I've had people around me that were more of a victim mentality, that they kind of played that part, they will reflect that part back, which is really unhelpful, because no matter what's happened to us, we're well, unless obviously if you're a little child, then you're a victim because you don't have the ability to drive, to make money and take care of yourself. But as an adult, we're never really a victim. We might put ourselves in victim circumstances, but we have the chance and the opportunity all the time to turn it around. And so I've been thinking about that, and just really taking care of the emotions that come up, and the younger part of me, right? That the younger parts of me that want to speak to me about it, and I get to merge these perspectives together, right? The younger part of me and the current part of me, and my wise self, right? And kind of, as I've been talking about before, just integrating it to come to a new level of truth. And the new level of truth always comes with taking responsibility for what is showing up in our lives. Things and people don't show up in our lives unless we are of the same vibration. And that I've known for a long time, and sometimes that stings, because we don't always want to think we're the same vibration as certain things that show up in our lives. So, but yesterday I spoke about judgment, and so the work is also to tell ourselves the truth and then remove the judgment, right? Meaning adding compassion and love, and coming back to a place of neutrality so that we can learn the lesson. And that might take a little time, and it typically also takes some time to grieve. So that's what's going on with me. And then I have a new thing that I have started, and I'll talk more about it when I have more to talk about, but it was really cool, and I feel I'm also tired because I'm processing that, but it feels good and inspiring, and I know it's going to deepen the services that I give. So I'm really loving that. And there was something else that I wanted to mention, because I have another friend. Hey, Randy. I have another friend that was going through some pretty intense physical symptoms. And as I've mentioned a few videos ago, I've had some interesting physical symptoms that are kind of mirroring things that I had been through in the past. And so as I look up what's happening astrologically, there's just been a lot of more light coming in. And so my friend and I were texting today, and she was saying that she's convinced that it was just a massive upgrade for her. And so there is a thing called ascension symptoms. So we are receiving more light in the earth and in our bodies. And hey, Corey, we're receiving more light in our bodies and in the earth. And so we are receiving, it's just a lot coming in at once. The energy moves a lot faster now than it ever did before. And so our bodies are changing with the light that's coming in. And with that, a lot of times comes these symptoms that sometimes you're like, if you are receiving symptoms and your response in your mind is, well, I'm not sick, and I don't know where this is coming from. Like these mysterious things that happen, a lot of times it is because we're receiving more light and our bodies are responding in ways that feel really uncomfortable. So that could look like heart palpitations, insomnia, anxiety, depression, major fatigue, certain aches and pains, and then just odd physical things that happen, just like just things. I can't think of a thing right now. I feel very tired, but there are things that come in. So if you're having symptom digestive issues or is one, and if you can't understand what's happening in your body, like weight gain or weight loss, and of course, I am not a trained medical doctor, and if you are having physical symptoms, first clear what's going on with your doctor, and don't just say, oh, those match what Felice said, and ignore. So please make sure you check with your doctor. But once you have everything checked out and the tests are coming back normal, and you've worked with, and of course there's an asterisk there too, because you want to be working from somebody who's knowledgeable in functional medicine and not just conventional, because conventional medicine misses a lot. So, because they don't look at the whole person. But I guess my suggestion today is that there is also another layer where these ascension symptoms. So if you're feeling any type of thing that is like not making sense, like maybe you're eating well, or maybe you're sleeping well and you're getting symptoms, or maybe you're taking good care of yourself, you're not stressed but you're not sleeping well. So sometimes it's just about that. And best way to balance out that is with getting back to nature and also getting energy work. So, taking off your shoes and your socks and putting your bare feet in the grass. Yes, your bare feet, not with your sneakers on. If you don't want to put bare feet in the grass or on the ground, it could be the beach. You can take your hands and place them on the ground, or take your hands and touch a tree and just breathe. These things will help move the energy. You can actually breathe and with the intention of, I'm giving it to the tree. The tree will transform and transmute it. You will not hurt the tree. The same thing with the earth. You can give it down to the earth and it will transmute the energy. It will transform the energy. You don't have to worry. We want to protect Mama Gaia, but she wants to support us. So we can send gratitude, like, thank you for transmuting. Thank you for taking it from me. And then just getting back to basics. Drinking the best quality water that you can, and drinking half your body weight in water is rule of thumb. And these are ways that you can move this tiredness and any symptoms that you might be having. So, and honestly, it ties in with when you're processing information too. So, you can see today I'm not in my most energized space, and that's okay, right? I don't have to be my highest and best every single moment of every single day. And I'm kind of glad this is coming up tonight, because social media, it shows everybody's highlights and their highest and best. There are some people that show other things, but a lot of times we're showing just our favorite parts of ourselves, and that's not what life is, right? And so you might be feeling things that you might be just processing something from your life, or you might be processing something from the energies, anything. And it's okay to not always feel like rainbows and unicorns. And as you can see, I'm in full acceptance of myself right now, right? If I wasn't, I would break my agreement to myself and not show up for the 30 days and be like, 21 was good enough, or today's 21. But no, I am committed to keeping my word, and I don't have to be perfect. And I'm really loving that about myself at this stage in my life, where maybe a long time ago I would have thought, I wish I can do that, but I actually can't. I see a comment. Love it. Thank you. Yes, I do too, right? Because I was sitting and breathing, and I'm like, I just feel a little tight inside, but I feel so proud of myself for letting myself feel and letting myself serve at the same time. I know I had a coach once that was making the distinction between a healing phase and a growing phase, I think it was. But then I heard her speak at another thing, and she was saying how she combined the healing phase and the growing phase, and that's what feels more true to me. I do feel that sometimes if you're in something pretty intense, it's okay to stop everything and take care of yourself. And once you're in a phase where you're kind of just processing some things, and life is always going to have that, that we get to do both and, right? Just take time to, after I sign off of here, I'm going to be in my quiet time and I'm going to take good care of myself. And I get to take care of all the things. But the number one thing is to, as I said today, like I went out, I had a lot of stuff to do. It was packing day for me, and I went for a walk by myself. I took an extra walk, and I let the rain on me. I was looking up in the rain, and that was my way of receiving love from nature and self-care, because I knew that I had so much to do, but I didn't want to have a day where it was only about, everything that I have to get done. And in the past, I would have pushed through, like I can't do anything that's fun and relaxing until I get all the hard things done. Now I get some of the hard things done, and then I give myself breaks with fun things. And I find that it gives a better quality of life. And, and if you go back in my stories from today, you'll see that I sat today and really did some work on myself, with myself, to process what's been coming up and get real with myself. Because I know once I feel that fully and I get to the other side, that massive, beautiful things happen. So, that's my invitation to you. So if you have something that you're processing, go for it, and get support if you are having difficulty doing it by yourself. I've been getting another download over the last couple days to do an offer in July. So I'll be posting that tomorrow. Some special offers for people who have not worked with me before. So if you are having something that you want to work through, we can laser do that together, and I can share some of my wisdom with you, give you some techniques to walk away with. And this is the time. It's summer. The energy is moving fast. Light is coming in. We're processing, and we get to move through so we can learn and come out the other side and make the creations that you were here to make, right? Because you are all here for a reason, as well as I am. And sometimes we're not sure what it is, and sometimes we're very clear on what it is. And just allow it to flow. Follow the breadcrumbs. Follow the breadcrumbs and say yes to your intuition. So that's all I'm going to share for tonight. So I want to send love, and I see you. If you're in a summertime part of your life and things are just blossoming, I send you blessings and love. And if you're in a season where you are in a healing phase and you are processing some big things, I see you, I stand with you, and keep going, because growth is on the other side and more beautiful creations are on the other side. And when you stand for yourself, you integrate these parts that are asking to be seen, you become more whole, and you can give more to the people around you. So it's for you, it's for your community, it's for your loved ones. So I'm doing it for me, so I'm doing it for you. Sending lots of love, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 22. Namaste.